Hello lovely people, you're welcome to my channel. Today we are going to sew this pencil dress with this puff sleeve. You like it, and so we are going to start with the upper part of the dress. Okay, and so this is what we are using for the upper part. We are using this lace and also a satin. So the first thing we are going to do, I'm going to do the cutting on the satin. Shoulder to waist of the person is 17 plus 1 is going to be 18 points. So I'll place 4 here, and this is it. So we have 18. Okay, so the breadth of it, that's the width of the fabric, this is 15. So when you open it into 2, it's going to be 30. At a starting point here, 4 inches, that's what I'm taking off. And then shoulder to bust, I'm going to make it 11 plus half. Shoulder to under bust, I'm going to make it 14 and a half plus half, making 15. So this is it. Okay, then 15. Okay, so I'm going to join the points. Okay, the neck width I'm going to use 8 inches. 8 inches neck width. Want it very off, that is 8 inches. Then the neck deep, I'm going to use 6. So since I'll place the 4 here, when you are doing, you have to be careful so you don't end up starting it this way. So make sure it's off shoulder, and so I'm going to place the 6 here for the front. Okay, I'm using this my curve to get the shape. Okay, so let me come in to 7. 7 will be okay. 7. Then I'm going to join it to 8. Armhole is 18, so I'll place it here and mark 9. Mark 9. Then I'll use my curve to join it to the points, the shoulder points. Okay, so the dots, I'm going to measure 4 here. Then under bust 2, I'll measure 4. Then I'll come here to, I'll measure 4. Okay, I'm going to come to the under bust, and I'm going to mark 1.5 here. 1.5. I have a video on how to cut princess bust here, that so you can watch it. Then I'll mark 1 inch here. One inch also to the 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'll join the 1 inch here to this. Divide this into 2. 10, so I'll mark 5 here. Then another 1/2 inch here. So this is it. I'm going to add this 1 inch to this. And that's going to be this way. I'm placing my measurement. I'll leave the bust line this way, then I'll come to the underbust. The underbust, you are using the waist measurement of 30. So 30 divided by 4 is going to be 7.5. 7.5 plus what I have here is 2.5. So 7.5 is going to be 10. And then plus sewing allowance of 2 inches. 1, 2, making 12 plus 1, 2, sew together, making 13. And so 13 for here, and then I'll come to the waistline too. I'll place the same 13 there. I'll just join from the armhole point here to the waist straight. If you don't want it to go deep this way, you can decide to come up here 2 inches here, then you draw it to meet this line. So if you don't want it to go in that deep, that's how you're going to do it. I'm just trying to draw my shape very well and get it right. So what I'm going to do is this 1.5 here, I'm going to place it, I'm going to change it. I made a mistake. This 1.5 here, I'm going to place it exactly 1.5 here also at the waistline. I made a mistake. So waistline, so here is going to be straight, not curved like this. It's going to be straight this way. Okay, so this is it. That's how it's going to be. Okay. To cut this. I'm going to cut it from here. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so I'm going to place this on the lace and cut the same thing. The same measurements you cut for the front, cut the same thing for the back. Cut the same thing for the back, because the back, it includes zip allowance, and so you'll get your zip allowance, everything there. And so when I mark my zip allowance, I'm going to mark zip allowance of 2 inches. and the back is going to be normal that. So I'll mark 2 inches or so here. Zip allowance. So I'll place it here and mark the 8 inches. 8 inches. Place this here and see. Okay, so I need my 18 to be here, and so I'm going to mark this place to be my starting point. Okay, the back neck to be, the back neck depth, you're going to measure 9 and a half. I'll measure 9 and a half. Okay, so this is it here, and get my armhole, just 9, and then join everything to 8. Okay, so I'll come to the waistline and place my measurement 7.5 plus 1 each for that, and that's going to be 8.5 plus 2, 1, 2, that's 10.5. I'm going to make it 11. Okay, so 11. Then I'm going to join from the armhole here to 8, and that'll be 8. So I'll place this also on the lace and cut for 8. Okay, so I've done it. Place it on the lace and then did the cutting for it. This is the back also, so I'll put this aside and work on the down part. Okay, so this is it, front and back of the satin, and the length is 39. Actually, the length for the dress is 58. 58, you take 17 from it, and that is going to be 41. But I have the inside, so 41, I have the inside here to be 39, because at the end of the day, I want most of the lace to show down there, and I'll fold the down about 1 inch or 2 inches. Okay, so this is 39. Now the breadth of the fabric, that's the width of it, is the hip of the person divided into 4 plus your sewing allowance of not less than 2 inches. So this, the hip is 44, or less, it's 43, but I've made it 44, so divided by 4 is going to be 11. Then you add 2 inches to 8, and that is going to be 1 to 13 plus 1 for that. So I was supposed to cut it here. Okay, so come to the waist of the person. That's 30 divided by 4 is going to be 7.5 plus 1 inch for that, and then plus 2 inches, 1, 2, that's 10.5. So this is it for the waistline, but I'm going to run it to 11 because the other one I made it 11, so I'm going to make it 11 here also. 11. Okay, 11. Then I'll measure from waist to hip. I'm going to measure 9, and then the hip, I'm going to make it, so this is 13.5. So with the back here, I have 2 inches for zip allowance here. Okay, then I'll come to the down here. This is a pencil dress, so the down here I'm going to make it round. I want 26, So 26, if you divide it into 2, is going to be 13. So 13 at the end of the day, I have to have 6.5, which is, so 6.5 plus 2 inches allowance, and that's going to be 1 to 8.5. So I'm going to make it 9 here, 9. Okay. So I'm going to place this on the lace and cut it. But with the lace, the waistline, I'm going to deduct 1 inch from it because I'm not going to add that to the lace. That will be in this fabric. You can see there are some inches here, some few inches here. So when I do the dots, at the end of the day, it's going to meet with this equally. When I do the dots, everything will be okay with it, and any excess I'll just trim it off, and that'll be okay. Okay guys, so we are done with the cutting. These are for the sleeves, the sleeve parts of the dress, the band and the circle, and this is the upper parts of the dress, the front parts, and this is the back parts of the dress, and this is the down part of the dress. So we are done with the cutting. I'll bring you another video on how to join all these together. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share the video. Bye bye.